Hello, I'm Joan and I'm going to tell you about the employment within the disability collective. The labor insertion of this group is affected by significant heterogeneity and very low activity rates. The factors determining their employment are onset of disability, illness, acquired. Individuals may face greater difficulty adapting to their new situation, but likely possess higher educationality levels, social labor skills, and prior work experience. Congenital. Individuals often have better adaptive skills, but might follow a less normalized educational and professional path. Often within protected environments like especially education or enclaves. Type of disability and level of impact. Physical and sensorial. Individuals often have competences similar to those without disabilities if provided with sufficient support. Intervention focuses on accessibility and autonomy. Intellectual cognitive. These impairments limit employability across all competency areas, requiring more face-to-face support and reinforcement of cognitive learning. Mental illness. These individuals do not typically have intellectual difficulties but face barriers such as the motivation, anxiety, lack of social skills, communication problems, and a strong social stigma. Now, I'm going to tell you about support employment methodology. The goal of supported employment is to facilitate social and labor adaptation into the ordinary labor market under conditions similar to other workers. In equivalent positions, its pillars include zero rejection. Every person can be an effective work if provided with equal opportunities. The removal of obstacles and necessary support. Real environment. Work is integrated into ordinary companions where users perform similar functions and receive a salary according to the work performance, just like an other employee. Lifelong support. Support is provided through the individual's professionals life to maintain the job and ensure the required performance. 3. Professional roles. I'm going to talk you about professional roles. Job developer, prospector laboral. Job developer acts as a liaison with the market responsibilities, including analyzing the labor market, managing job offers, advising companies on workplace adaptation, and guiding them through hiring incentives and social marketing benefits. Job coach. The primary reference for the user tasks include creating and reviewing personal employment plans, selecting users the specific jobs, conducting on-the-job training, designing support for autonomy, and advising coworkers and supervisions to facilitate social integration. Now, I'm going to tell you about the phases of the insertion itinerary. The process is structured into 5 distinct phases. 1. Initial contact and commitment. Providing information to the job seeker to they can voluntarily decide to join the program. An initial action plan is designed covering objectives, actions, recursos, and timing. Def 2. Definition of the professional profile. Identifying the user's laboral goals, realistic work environment, and require support throughout in the depth, interviews, and sometimes job trials or intensives. 3. Job search. Standard route. The user only needs encouragement and help with the search. Assisted route. Professional intervention includes active market prospecting and environment motivation. This involves training in the interview skills and preparing CVs. 4. Commitment to the company. A detailed analysis of the workplace. Tasks, steps, cycle, intellectual demands to determine the job match. And finalize the employment contract and support engagement. 5. Support inside and outside the work environment. Types of job design. Modeled, creating, and if possible from various tasks. Simplified. Removing difficult tasks or enriched. Adding tasks to promote integration. Support process includes intensive initial training, a stabilization phase, and the planned gradual withdrawal of support as autonomy increases, leading to long-term follow-up. And now, finally, I'm going to tell you about communication and evaluation. The methodology requires constant network among the work, job, coach, company, family, and community. First is job coach. Must maintain fluid, empathic, and professional communication with the user, ensuring equality and respect for their rights. Family. It's essential to listen to the family, address their fear and doubts, and encourage them to support the user autonomy. And the evaluation. The program evaluates the entire process, the user skills acquisition and satisfaction, the company's perspective on performance and benefits, and the effectiveness of the job coach. I'm finished to the explanation of the Unit 5, and thanks for watching. Bye bye, Arturo. Goodbye.